Hello everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We're already at Waking Sense now. We wanted to speak to Urianger. And yeah, I just wanted to enter and talk to him, but apparently the cutscene just started with us walking in. So yeah, here we are, kind of jumping into it. But yeah, let's see what's going on. Urianger, apologies for calling upon you unannounced. Why, Master Alphino, would that the scholar had seen fit to grant me knowledge of thy coming. What bringeth thee and thine here this day? The warriors of darkness have returned. Pray, allow us to explain. I too have heard tales in recent days of primal beings rising up only to be cast down by forces unknown. Alas, as thou didst observe, this serveth but to spur the beast tribes to pursue their goals with redoubled fervor. We have two objectives at this time: to identify and remove the source of the beast tribe's crystals, and to take direct action to prevent any further summoning rituals from reaching completion. The second is easier said than done, of course. While we were fortunate enough to learn of the XIV's plans before they came to fruition, I should be surprised if the Warriors of Darkness and the Asians did not have similar designs elsewhere of which we have no knowledge. Thou art wise to come hither, for this very day did I receive tidings most troubling from across the Strait of Melfor. Ogomoro stirreth, and there are whispers that the Lord of Craigs neareth his return. Mere rumours, mark thou, but in light of thine own discoveries, thou canst ill afford to turn a deaf ear to their claims. Aye, we must ascertain the truth of the matter for ourselves. Let us consult with the Maelstrom force stationed at Camp Overlook, Laura. Thank you for your counsel, Urianger. Pray, inform us should you learn aught else. I shall. Whoop. Alisaie is a bit suspicious. If I may, brother, Urianger, is there anything else you would like to say? Alisaie? If not, then never mind. I only ask because you are normally rather more verbose? Nothing to add? Very well. Ere we depart, I wish to make a request. The Warriors of Darkness spoke of how the Ardor had the power to break down the barriers between planes. That our worlds might be rejoined. I would ask that you research this for us. Being nowhere near as well read as you, I'm sure I wouldn't know where to begin. That said, I have heard tell of a promising tome, the Garun Oracles. Mayhap you could start there. That is some deep stare. But I leave. Camp Overlook, was it? Very well. Well, there is some tension. But let's go to Camp Overlook. Alright, we're here at Camp Overlook. 7 hells. At this rate, I'll have to appeal to Maelstrom Command for reinforcements. Whatever it is, we don't want any. Rude. Well, fancy that. Just when my kobold problems look like coming to a head, the Scion of the 7th Dawn turn up, itching to pitch in. Bloody brilliant timing is what it is. Right then, let's get to it. So our friendly neighbors in Ugamaro have got much more aggressive of late. Just as you said. Matter of fact, our scout spotted one sniffing about the stores just now, likely looking to make off with an armful of crystals. I'll be damned if I'm about to let that happen. Lend a hand and help us search the camp for the little bugger, would you? Our Maelstrom friends seem notably more agitated than when first we arrived. Do you happen to know why that might be? A kobold in the camp, you say? That would appear to corroborate Urianger's information, yes. But to be so reckless as to infiltrate a Maelstrom camp and draw attention to their efforts is passing strange. Well, there will be time to think on this later. For the present, we must do everything in our power to prevent Titan summoning. And that means finding and questioning this kobold. Alright, let me look for the kobold. Alright, we found him. Oh, he's a little surprised. Oh, of course he runs away. Ah. Stay back, way far back. I'm not a... It's no use, pointless, hopeless, no use. Can you stop running away from me, please? Please don't hurt me, I only wish to talk. Oh my god, can you stop? It's annoying. Finally! This was a stupid plan. Stupid, stupid, stupid. But if I tell no one, then everyone will. She found me again. What to do, what to do. I come in peace, only to talk. Speak, say, talk, so please do not hurt me. So this is our wily kobold infiltrator, is it? No wonder the soldiers were on edge. He could very well give one a bruised knee. Huzzah, we've got him. Fine work, Scions. So, little one, thought you could sneak into my camp, did you? Plotting to steal my crystals, were you? No, 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 I came to talk, to ask for help, but when your soldiers saw me, they drew their weapons and shouted. Now, let us take a deep breath and discuss this like civilized individuals. What is your name, child? Pikmin Ga Bu of the 620th Order. At least I will be a Pikmin one day. Well met, Ga Bu. I am Alphino, and this is my sister Alisaie. Laura, the woman who found you, is our friend, and now that you know our names, we can be friends too. Now, Commander Bloyden here thinks you wanted to take his crystals, Ga Bu, but you said you came to ask for help. Why to us and not for your own people? What happened, Ga Bu? Can you tell us? Guess not. No one is going to hurt you, alright? Not while we're here, I promise. The Patriarch is going to summon the Great Father again, and you have to stop him, beat him, fight him, stop him. Doesn't sound good. Ga Bu's parents said they didn't want it, along with many others, but the Patriarch wouldn't listen. He was so angry, raging, fuming, angry. He said that if they didn't have iron in their hearts, they would serve as coke for the furnace. And then the guards took my parents and the others away, and I haven't seen any of them since. Coke for the furnace. I did not want to believe it, but I have heard tales of folky fashioned from the bones of beastmen, which worshippers use in their rituals, hoping to summon more powerful incarnations of their gods. By the 12th, that is sickening. No one listens to Ga Bu, no matter how much he cries, pleads, begs, cries. They do not listen, only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praising the Great Father. Ga Bu loves the Great Father, but he loves his parents too. So please, help Ga Bu stop the Patriarch and save his parents. Commander, advise Maelstrom Command that Titan's summoning is imminent. Should the worst come to the worst, we will require their support. Time being of the essence, we three will attempt to infiltrate the Kobold stronghold, secure their crystals and free the prisoners. Well, if you're sure you'll forgive me if I don't seem optimistic, we'll make ready just in case. I have faith that we may yet stop the ritual. We would surely have detected the associated etheric disturbance had Titan manifested already. But I cannot speak for the prisoners. 12 have mercy that they would even contemplate sacrificing their own flesh and blood, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. Time is of the essence. We must see what else Ga Bu knows and formulate a plan without further delay. Aww. The beast that mourned at the heart of the mountain. Damn, that's a really long quest name. I heard Great Father Titan loves crystals, cherishes, covets, loves them, and if we gather enough, he will return. That's why the Patriarch told everyone to go forth and gather them. So I was thinking, if we take all the crystals away, maybe the Great Father won't come. Very good, Ga Bu. I was just thinking the same thing. Do you know where these crystals are stored? I know, several spots, each defended by a different order. Ga Bu wanted to steal them, but he was too afraid to go alone. Oh, but together we can take them away and hide them. Come, Ga Bu will lead you to the first cache. Alright, let's go there. Alright, there we are. Quickly. Do you have them all? Good. Lead on, Ga Bu. This way. Let's follow him. Alright, we're here at the next one. Time is short. If you have the crystals, we should move on to the next cache. Did you hear me, brother? It's just that... I'm quite certain that Crate once boorish guardian seals. Someone took great pains to remove all traces, but enough remains to make out the pattern. See for yourself. I struggle to imagine kobolds traveling to Curvus to obtain crystals, much less bothering to conceal their origins. I suspect these crystals were smuggled into Vilbrand by another party. Most likely a pawn of the Asians, as Fenkert speculated. I don't understand. Who are the Asians? Do they worship Great Father Titan too? Never you mind about that. As Alisaie said, we do not have a lot of time. Can you lead us to the next cache, Ga Bu? Yes, of course. Ga Bu knows the way. This next one is the last and is very large, very big, very huge. Alright, let's go to the last one. Alright, there we are. I don't really see anything, but maybe it will show up. Though you cast about a time, you see no sign of the crystals. Sad. What if he led us into a trap? Little sneaky boy. Confounded. What about you, Laura? Any luck? Nothing, but this cannot be. Ga Bu saw them. Spotted saw. Think, brother, think. They must have moved them, yes? The question is where to and why. Within Ogomoro, where they summoned Titan once before and mean to do so again. It's the only explanation. What about Mother and Father and the others? We have to help them. And we will, Ga Bu, we will. Stay calm, we still have time. They have yet to call for the remaining crates, yes? If they had, then they would have found the other caches empty and sounded the alarm. Nevertheless, I believe the time for stealth has passed. We must breach the navel and seize the remaining crystals. There is no other way to prevent that Titan summoning. But first, give me your crystals that I might deliver them into Commander Bludin's custody. We dare not take them into the bowels of the mountain. The crystals, Laura, if you would be so kind. Thank you. I shall deliver them to Camp Overlook for safekeeping and brief Commander Bludin on the situation. Ray, go on ahead. As I recall, there is an ephemerite within the Ugamaru mines that should deliver you to the navel. Ga Bu and Alisaie knows the way. Wait for me there. I shall rejoin you anon. Strange. I would have thought you eager to remain in the thick of the action. But if this is what you would prefer, then Godspeed, brother. This way. Right, let's go. Alright, we're in the middle of the mines. I take it this is the ephemerite we seek, right then? As soon as Elfinor arrives, we go. I trust you're feeling suitably heroic, Laura. There's no telling what sort of resistance we'll face in there. Well, I'm fine. I also face Titan. So it's all Gucci. Quickly, you clouds, briskly, swiftly, quickly. I will not suffer any further delays. Lay down your arms and surrender. We have your crystals. There will be no summoning this day. Overdwellers, here, but how did you... Where are my parents, Patriarch? Where are they? Aww. Mother, father? Aww. Cope for the furnace, you monster, how could you? We are but servants of the Lord of Crags. We are his, that he may drink of our blood and partake of our flesh, that he might draw upon the strength of his children and defend them from the tyranny of the overdwellers. No, Alisaie, not yet. I understand, Patriarch, I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate. You would do anything to protect your people, anything to deliver them from despair. Whatever it takes to ensure that those who threaten you can never do so again. But in your single-minded pursuit of this objective, you have brought suffering in your own kith and kin. You have sacrificed the lives of the very people you sought to protect. But it need not be this way, Patriarch. Renounce this bloody course. Cease your attempts to summon your god and work with us together to build a lasting peace. Another peace to be abandoned at the overdwellers' convenience. Oathbreakers, all of you. Liars, betrayers, oathbreakers. You take and you take and you take, and when you have had your fill, you sue your peace. You promise that this time is the last, until you grow hungry again. And when we dare to defend ourselves, you declare that this beast tribe cannot be suffered to live, that our god drains the land of Ether and brings naught but suffering, death, destruction, suffering upon all us. I will hear no more lies from you and yours, overdweller. You've ruined your own lands, you'll not ruin ours. I said I'd come for you, and I did. I'm here. Aww, that's sad, man. Say something, please. Aww. Oh, poor baby. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wake up. Aww. Rip. It's not too friendly. 7 hells. No, I'm here. Oh, that's so sad, man. No, don't hurt him. No, leave him to me. Aww. We must away. But shouldn't we defeat him? Or something? By the 12, how could I be so foolish? I should have known better than to let Ga Bu accompany us. Given that we were like to find. His anguish and despair have served to birth a primal just as surely as would the supplications of the faithful. Whereas being born of such tumultuous emotion, this incarnation of Titan seems incapable of naught but violence. If we have one cause for optimism, it is that while many crystals were present, they represented but a fraction of the quantity intended for the summoning ritual. Meaning the Titan must be far weaker than planned. Be that as it may, he is yet a primal, and the longer we leave him to bleed the land of ether, the stronger he will grow. And should Titan be permitted to leave Ogomoro, more lives will be lost, and the Maelstrom will rally their troops and the cycle will continue. Nora, you know what must be done. Will you face the Lord of Crags once more? Sure. Thank you, my friend. Alisaie and I will tend to Ga Bu when you have finished with the primal. Look for us in Camp Overlook, we will be expecting you. Alright, well I guess I'm gonna queue up. See you guys then. Alright, we are here. We are ready. Oh. Whoa, the whole thingy is down. What the hell? We have literally no damage. Ooh, well, that was something. Okay, let's go back to Camp Overlook. Alright, we're back here. Ah, there she is. Did I not tell you she would return safe and sound? The deed is done then. Titan is no more. Yes, sir. Good, there has been enough tragedy this day. He has been like that since he regained consciousness. We believe he can hear us, but he has made no attempt to respond. He is almost certainly still in shock, but we cannot discount the possibility that he succumbed to the primals' influence, should that prove to be the case. He must be put to death, like any other thrall, such as the Alliance's policy, yes. You have the right of it. But we must not rush to conclusions. After all, we once feared that Isael's followers were beyond reason, and many have since laid down their arms and accepted Ishgard's peace. We can but watch, wait, and pray. Aww, that's sad. Beneath a star-filled sky. Sounds nice. There is naught to be gained from dwelling... Oh, that's from the fate tattoo that just showed up. There is naught to be gained from dwelling on an eventuality over which we have no control, much less one which may never even come to pass. Let us tend to more immediate matters, informing Commander Bluden of Titan's demise, for example. You may be certain that he will be glad of the news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? Of course I will do that. See you guys there. Alright, here with Bloden, I don't know what it is. Ah, you're a sight for sore eyes. When the others came back without you, I feared the worst, but they said you had matters well in hand. All settled then, is it? I'm glad to hear it, but not half as glad as my man will be, believe you me. Regardless of whether or not he was summoned properly, a primal's a primal, and there ain't a soul in the maelstrom that hasn't lost a friend to one. Don't get me wrong, like, we were all prepared to do our part, but we weren't so naive as to think we'd live to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that, which my friend sounds to me like cause for celebration. Now I know you lot have places to be, but why not stay the night? We'd be honored to raise a glass to the triumphant return of Titan's Bane. Ah, let's celebrate with some fish. Ooh, that's pretty.
Who goes there? Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp. He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas. It's so quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences. Yet my heart aches more than ever. I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness, I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me. But when Grandfather revealed the whole truth of the calamity to us, I finally understood. And I resolved there and then to continue his legacy in my own way. My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve and of the people whose actions I could not understand. There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save. I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled Grandfather's words to my father, years ago before he left Charlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing. We have to try, do we not? Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the warriors of darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger, of you. Oh, pray forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard.
I traveled far and wide with two companions, Estinian and Isael, who were very... Under some rather unique circumstances, I had the pleasure to fight alongside Sir Emmerich when Elfino and I came at last to the Trevinian hinterlands. I want to talk about Sir Emmerich.
He is quite a man, the Lord Commander. I shall have to thank him for his kindness. Truth be told, I was rather taken aback by it all. Given Ishgard's famous love of foreigners, I was half expecting the Kyrugians to berate me for bleeding. But I never heard an unkind word. Everyone there seemed relatively open and friendly, in fact, thanks in no small part to your tireless efforts, I suspect. The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, warrior of light. As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on, for the sake of those we hold dear.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the Mother?
Every tool has its purpose. Even this. Well, what is it?
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
What did the man in white have to say?
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scion's thoughts, and thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation. Shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardour belongeth not unto the Ascians alone. With thine own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all too delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
Very well. Draw her out. We'll make it quick.
It shall be done.
Am I right to assume that this is Urianger?
What good a creed one cannot uphold? What hurts soothed? What lives saved? Oh, hapless fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands? Minfilia, my friends, I shall not now beg your forgiveness.
It is Urianger.
Full deeply though it paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path. As Moonbreeder remains steadfast, so too shall I.
I still don't really get why he's with them, but we'll probably find out. I don't know why he's still called the Masked. Whatever. Well, well. Alright, but that's it for today. We're gonna continue next time. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you like what you see. And obviously subscribe if you would like to see more. I try to upload every single day. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and bye bye!